We've initiated conversations between the CPD and CFD on forming joint teams for water and ice rescue, drone operations, and tactical medicine. And then we've jointly addressed radio communications expectations across all three departments. Some of our 2026 action items, one of the things that we recognized early on was the need to collaborate through some of our policies, especially with the JCC as they handle all of our communication, police and fire. So we want to work through a couple policies, some main ones: emergency button activation policy, a Mayday firefighter down policy, and then a shots fired policy. We're going to conduct radio operations training. As you're all aware, we transitioned fully to the SRS last year, so we're still trying to work out some of those bugs. The bugs aren't necessarily with the system, but it's how we interact with the system as the end user, so work through some of those things as well. The police department and JCC are working through some reporting and mapping changes, and then we want to train all of our employees on media relations and expectations. We want to hold, between the fire department and police department, hold an annual open house at both locations. Rachel did also mention one of the JCC, but felt like just really wasn't the environment for that. So, but including all three departments in those events. Something we want to do is add a tour request link to our website, just to allow the public an easy way to request a tour to our facilities. We want to hold incident command systems and national incident management systems training annually for all departments. Those are actually federal requirements that we're going to work on together. And then continue our monthly joint public safety collaboration meeting, our second one being this Wednesday. I'm going to go through individual department updates. We'll start with the JCC. They have implemented a new quality assurance and quality improvement program to strengthen oversight, consistency, and performance outcomes. They're in the process of launching updated pre-employment testing with remote proctoring capability, eliminating the previous requirement for in-person testing and improving recruitment efficiency. They're conducting a review of departmental policies and procedures with updates in progress to ensure alignment with current best practices, and initiating planning for future replacement of radio consoles as their current systems are expected to become obsolete by 2030. For the police department, since Chief Strucker has taken the reins at the police department, he's established three committees: the Uniform Committee, the Policy Review Committee, and the Strategic Planning Committee. They have a K-9 officer who will begin training at the end of this month. They will recognize Officer Zach McLeod as the Officer of the Year by the American Legion. That is the 14th, March 14th, the Legion. And then they're in the process of upgrading all of their computers and their patrol vehicles. For the fire department, we traveled to Wisconsin to do our pre-construction meeting with Pierce Manufacturing for a new ladder truck. Our old engine that is part of the refurb, the process has been sent to McQueen, the dealer there in Omaha, to begin the refurbishment. We had 3 members that were selected to Nebraska Task Force 1. Super big deal, really excited. We're moving through policy review and updates, and we're working on our 2026-2027 strategic plan objectives. Looking ahead, we're going to continue doing what we're doing. We're going to strengthen our interdepartmental coordination and trust, improve response consistency and operational readiness, enhance transparency and engagement with the community, and maintain a unified approach to our public safety leadership. With that, are there any questions for any of us? Thank you.
I do have a question, Ryan. You brought up tours and having a link. And it's always great to have, and I know a lot of people like to come out and you want to meet and greet. And there's always some of the citizens that, really don't want to be in the spotlight or be out there or be in the middle.
Sure.
Have you guys thought about maybe doing a virtual?
I have not. I think that would probably be something we can look at.
I mean, I think that would work in all 3 places, and then
Sure.
you might be able to virtually see somewhere that you can't naturally get into.
I would definitely have to rely on somebody with some technical knowledge of cameras and those things, but I think that's something we could absolutely add a link towards. Maybe Matt.
I think that young man right there could
Matt.
probably help you. Yeah.
Be very good for the JCC.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because of, so I mean.
That would be
great
good.
idea.
We
Now,
can work on that.
the question I would have, you always, you're talking about better cooperation. Now, is this going to get away from, you're going to get away from having fun with each other and ribbing
No.
each other? And, I mean, it's always good to see a
Never.
policeman give a fireman a hard time and vice versa in fun. you
Sure.
know? I mean-
That's not going anywhere, not that I know of.
Very good.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Appreciate your efforts and your time to keep our community safe in all ways. All right. Brings us up to new business, I believe.
Yep. Item 13A, appointment of Moses Snyder as a police
I
officer.
don't think Moses is here. He's not here, but that's okay. That's all right. We go ahead. Yep. Go ahead.
Council members, with your permission, the mayor wishes to submit the name Moses Snyder for appointment to the police officer position at the March 2nd, 2026 City Council meeting. Subject to the successful completion of all tests and training per council rules, the 2-week waiting period is waived for an appointment of a police officer. The Civil Service Commission certified Mr. Snyder at their December 16th, 2025 meeting. Mr. Snyder is a resident of Norfolk, Nebraska, and a graduate of Beth Haven Baptist Academy in Sheridan, Michigan. He received his bachelor's degree in broadcast from Full Sail University in Winter Park, Florida, and is currently employed as a news reporter for the News Channel Nebraska, where he is involved in filming, editing, and producing, reporting, interviewing, and writing. In addition, Mr. Snyder has received voice and de-escalation training and also serves as a junior high coach for basketball and soccer. Mr. Snyder will attend the Nebraska Law Enforcement Training Center and participate in the Columbus Police Department's field training in this is a budgeted position. Council members, I entertain a motion.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by aye. Those opposed, nay. Motion passes. Mr. Snyder's not with us this evening, but next time we get him in the audience, we'll have him come up and introduce himself.
Item 13B, appointment of Luis Roca as a police officer.
Council members, with your permission, the mayor wishes to submit the name Luis Rocha for appointment to the police officer position at the March 2nd, 2026 City Council meeting. Subject to successful completion of all tests and training per council rules, the 2-week waiting period is waived for an appointment of a police officer. The City Service Commission certified Mr. Roca at their December 16, 2025 meeting. Mr. Rocha is a resident of Columbus, Nebraska, and a graduate of Columbus High School. He is a 7-year veteran of the Army National Guard with an honorable discharge as an E5 sergeant in April of 2022. Experiences and courses Luis received while serving include airborne, basic leader, indirect fire infantryman, and operations mishap prevention orientation. He has been employed at the BD West as a forklift driver, operator, and technician since February of 2019. Mr. Rocha will attend the Nebraska Law Enforcement Training Center and participate in the Columbus Police Department's field training program. This is a budgeted position. Council members, I entertain a motion.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by aye. Those opposed, nay. Mr. Roach is here with us, and we'd just like you to introduce yourself and say hello to the council and the community.
I don't know how to start. Pleasure to meet you all. I guess I don't know what to say. Hopefully, I'm able to make this town a better place.
Awesome. Glad to have you. Thank you.
Welcome.
Most of our candidates don't race up here. They have to be drug up here. So I thought maybe you'd have a nice long speech for us.
Kind of nerve-wracking. You know, I got a lot of people watching.
Welcome.
Good luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Be safe out there.
Item 13C is comments from the mayor and city council members in compliance with the Open Meetings Act. No discussion may be held on this item.
Do we have any council members with comments this evening? Well, the mayor has no comments either this evening, so we'll move on to resolutions.
Item 14A, Resolution R26-37, approving the farm lease agreement with Wilkie Cattle Company for farm ground at the Columbus Municipal Airport.
Mr. Mayor, I move for the adoption of resolution number 26-37.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adopt resolution number R26-37. Do we have any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by aye, those opposed nay. Motion passes.
Item 14B, Resolution Number R26-38, approving the agreement with the Metropolitan Community College for Columbus Fire Department to provide practicum experience for EMT and paramedic students.
Mr. Mayor, I move resolution number R26-38 be adopted. Second.
We have a motion and a second to adopt resolution number R26-38. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by aye, those opposed nay. Motion passes.
Item 14C, Resolution Number R26-39, approving the professional services agreement between the City of Columbus and JEO Consulting Group Incorporated for the Loop River Levee Piping Assessment and Geographical Information System Development in an amount not to exceed $49,750. This is CIP 22-23.
Mr. Mayor, I move resolution number R26-39 be adopted.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adopt resolution number R26-39. Any discussion?
It's kind of interesting. This was one of the first items 16 years ago when I came on the council, was
Which did you get
redoing this dike, and now it's come back up again.
Well, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is a requirement to inspect it and look for
Right.
possible issues, and it's required by FEMA and all the federal agencies we work with. So this will come up again in a couple more years
16 years.
to be looked at. So
When Cynthia will be here.
just to make sure that, the point is, they want to make sure it's working the way it's supposed to be
Right.
working before we find out it's not working and we need it. All right, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by aye, those opposed nay. Motion passes.
Item 14D, Resolution Number R26-40, approving the professional services agreement between the City of Columbus and JEO Consulting Group Incorporated for the Loop River Levee Erosion Repairs 2026 in an amount not to exceed $11,750. This is CIP 26-10.
Mr. Mayor, I move that resolution number R26-40 be adopted.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adopt resolution number R26-40. Any discussion? I think this just further shows the public that we watch the levee, we keep the levee in repair. It's important to our community. And we have major dollars budgeted this year for these items, so. Well, there's our man, and we're gonna get him up here, but anyway, all right, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by aye, those opposed nay. Motion passes. Now, Neil's not here, and he can't wiggle his tie at me, so he would probably tell me I'm out of order, but you know what? We're still gonna be okay, and we're gonna ask,
It's still an agenda item.
it's still
We're
an agenda
perfectly-
item, and we're gonna ask somebody to come forward and introduce themselves, because we have already read your candidacy into the record. Please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you.
Well, news never stops, so I'm here now. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Moses Snyder. I go by Hanky, but you're more than welcome to call me Hanky or just Hank. But with that being said, I've been a news reporter for a good 5-ish years and traveled from Minnesota to Florida to Michigan, etc. And when the chance and opportunity came available to be a police officer, it's something I've thought about for a very long time. As a news reporter, you're using your voice a lot to tell stories and, try to be a light in the community, try to take out all the doom and gloom. So why would I go into being a police officer? Well, I don't know. I've always wanted a challenge in life. And I figured, with the way that I am able to just connect with people, I thought there was a good way to maybe do that as a police officer. They say if you want to make a change, you have to be a one to, I guess, do that and go forward and make that step. So just with my personality and who I am, I don't know, obviously, what day. Going to have your ups and downs, but I know there's people out there that are dealing with a lot of things. So hopefully in some ways I'll be able to be a light in their way to try and change that and be a person that they can trust. So all I'm asking from you guys is if you see me out and about to welcome me with warm and welcome arms, and I will do the same to you. So I'm excited to, be a part of your community and make a change for the better.
Awesome.
Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome. So how many interviews have you ever done on TV and then had an applause afterwards?
I
Huh?
was going to tell you guys, I said, even though I do public speaking every single day and maybe to younger kids, I don't know if it really ever gets easier. I sat in my apartment saying, well, maybe I should go through with a speech, and then I was talking out loud, and I said, you know what, just do whatever you got and say it from the heart.
Awesome. Thank you very much. All right. Meeting adjourned.